Wow, did it happen twice?
Hello.
Hey, we made it. We're live. Oh God. What a crazy Saturday it's been. Good morning everyone, and thank you for joining us for session number 6 of the Pirates of Dark Water. We're past the pilot episodes, my bad. A Cypher system actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG network. To catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Pirates of Dark Water, and to find all of the shows on Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org. My name is Vixie Bell, and I will be your friendly neighborhood GM here at the Happy Jacks RPG table. I'm super excited to be here. And of course, I cannot tell a story by myself. I have to do it with you. Got to. Can't imagine telling this story without the
You're
wonderful...
legally required.
Yes.
Obligated and required to introduce these folks. No, I'm kidding.
It's actually in my contract. You have to do it.
Oh, God. Okay. Good thing I'm fulfilling that right now. Anyway, these wonderful storytellers are joining me to tell this tale and finish out the cartoon series, because we got robbed, you guys. If you're fans of the cartoon series, we need an ending. We need that closure, okay? But yeah, so let's have these wonderful storytellers introduce themselves, starting with the fabulous, the wonderful, the missing Komu.
Hi everybody, I'm Joe, and
I was like, he's missing?
last week I was unconscious for all of what happened.
Like you do.
But we'll find out what happened today. Komu is a grizzled old veteran warrior who strikes like stone and flows like water.
Pro tip, as a GM, just knock them out, and you don't have to worry about NPCing them. Anyway. Just saying. And thank you, Joe. And we're gonna move over to my favorite fabulous person in red, Pooja. Do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Pooja. I don't use pronouns. I am playing Zer, he, they, a furious, learned ecomancer who controls beasts.
And
who has a very, secret but not secret past to anyone who is actually looking.
I thought you were going to say secret but not secret cat. Because you have
that too. Secret but not secret cat. the best kitty.
Yes.
Who is currently on the ship taking care of our newest member of the crew.
While annoying Niddler at the same time.
That's just bonus. That's lagniappe for you.
Yes. And that said, we're going to move it over to our favorite googly-eyed, slightly villainous pirate.
Villainous me, never.
Yes. Ozzy.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Courtney, and I play Osmond, who is, the googly-eyed genius ball of chaos. Who knows what silly little shenanigans I'll get into this week.
I'm not going to lie. I'm on team. If anything happens to Ozzy, we riot. Which is funny because I would have to come after myself. But anyway, and not last and not least at all, but woefully unprepared. But getting there. We had a redemption arc last episode. Lloyd, do you want to talk about Ari?
Hi everyone, I'm playing Ari, a mythical princess who is never in over her head, just that she doesn't know where her head is.
There's a difference. Legally distinct. And last but not least, the tall, stoic, and unofficial captain of the ship, shall we say, because there's some contention with Ari as to who is captaining the Aurora right now. But Sophie, Sam, do you want to talk about yourself and Sophie?
Talk about myself. I can do that all day. Hi, I'm just kidding. Hi, everyone. I'm Sam Starr, using she, they, and the occasional they pronouns. I'm playing Sophie Stormborn, who uses they, she pronouns. They are a sailor, a pirate, a fighter. Overall, just awesome. And the actual captain, because they've been on a ship before and know how it operates and whatnot.
Yay. The irony of the fact that of Ari having someone captaining for her and Jenna also having someone captaining for her is not lost on me. Just saying. Two very different types of people.
Listen, we love a narrative foil.
Yes.
Mhm.
And it worked out by accident. Yay! So, woo! Anyway, it's time for the 1 to 3 minute TikTok recap. Let's hope I can remember what happened because it's been some time since we last got together. But yes, when we last left our intrepid pirates, they were getting ready to participate in a fighting tournament. Komu had gone missing, and no one had seen or heard of Komu all day. But with the announcement from the prime minister and the invitation to brunch, you decided to make your way over there in hopes of actually finding Komu. Perhaps he'd heard of this or something of that nature, and you would find him there. And you found yourselves in the hall of champions, this beautiful giant hall that belongs to the prime minister and has been outfitted for the tournament, where Ari ran into some old friends. Well, friends in quotes. You ran into Brother Blackheart and your sister Jenna. And you proceeded to very confidently stroll over there, where you found that they were also in the company of Koa, the Dark Disciple. And you proceeded to try to talk some sense into your sister, except for the fact that Koa didn't let you. And this uplifting conversation ended in Jenna dumping a drink on your head and walking out with Brother Blackheart. In the midst of that, Zare and Ozzy, I believe, or Zare and Sophie. It was Zare and Sophie. I had to remember who my buddy cops are. So Zare and Sophie went to investigate because during the brunch, there was a robbery. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, to be a little dramatic. Someone had taken the tournament prizes, which included the chest of gold or the pot where people had all bet upon their fighters, and the treasures that the prime minister was going to show off during the brunch.
Those are our treasures.
Your treasures. It's you
They just
gotta
don't
win
know
'em.
it yet.
They just
They
don't
just
know
don't
it,
know
right?
it yet.
Right. So you guys were investigating and you realized that someone had used some preternatural means to acquire these treasures, all while knocking the incompetence of the poor guards, who really, it's like we said it was less incompetence and more, this has never happened before. Most people aren't assholes. Oh no. But yeah, so apparently today was the day. So while you guys were investigating, Ozzy happened to look up and see a bird. I believe it's some kind of hawk. Oh my god!
Razor hawk.
It's a razor hawk. Thank you. So you saw a razor hawk flying away, Ozzy, and you chose to follow it. You followed the razor hawk all the way to an abandoned shack, where you realized not only was the treasure there, but you had a pistol pointed at your head, essentially, when you stuck your head through the window. But yeah, and you kind of we left you as you were kind of ducking down, and while that was happening, not Sophie, Ari had taken a moment to be in shock. The Dark Disciple essentially said, "I'll get you, my pretty, and your little monkey bird too." And you walked out and you headed back to the Aurora. And then you stopped and turned around in a moment of redemption, just as you heard Cassandra's voice. Cassandra being the Esper that you rescued from the Dagron's maw. The amount of times that I've had to practice that so I don't say dragon is driving me insane. During the Dagron's maw is say, don't talk about my friend like that. As the compass began to gleam and glow and sparkle and show you a dual line that seemed to twist and turn and go into the city. And we left as Ari ran in that direction. But first, we need to start with a little bit of a prologue, and we're going to rewind time to the beginning of that day. To the wee hours of the morning. And Komu, What were
Mhm.
you up to this early in the morning before everyone else was awake?
Kumo's mornings start the same. He gets out of his bed, he does a stretch, he begins his breathing exercise, and he walks out onto the deck and begins his morning chores, which looks like cleaning and doing deck work. But if you really stop and watch him for a while, you'll notice that he's practicing his movements. Everything he does is very measured, everything he does is very precise. This is a man who loves his routines. Every bit of motion is a meditation to him, and it shows.
Okay. And you're not the only one who is awake this early, or shall we say has still awake. On the docks in the wee hours of the morning, a man is finishing his work. He is mooring his boat, deftly tying the old sailor's knot, and he's gathering his things to leave, walking towards the town and probably walking towards his home after some early morning fishing, shall we say. But as he leaves, another figure, newly arrived on the docks and wearing a tattered canvas over their shoulders, follows him. And I will say this, Komu, you are able to see this if you
Mhm.
just look up, because you're
Mhm.
above decks. And you sort of see this beginning to happen. This man looks like he has worked a late night shift at his
Mhm.
job and is exhausted and wants to
Yeah,
go home to
he doesn't
bed.
have situational awareness right now.
Yep, no situational
Mhm.
awareness right now. You just wants to get home. It's fine.
Yep.
Unaware that someone is following along behind him as he enters into the stonework, kind of the city that is marked by stonework buildings at the edge.
I take a deep breath, and I'm upset that I have to stop my routine. And I begin to walk down the plank. I follow.
So now we have the person following the guy, and the person following the guy that's following the guy. I
Yes.
love that. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had that all clear, man.
Yes.
Beautiful. We love that for you, which is good. It's good that you're following them because you're able to witness what happens next. Because you can see that the figure that is following this dock worker is moving unnaturally. Their gait is slow and relaxed, but yet covers way more ground than it probably should. It's almost like even though it looks like they're moving slowly, they're actually moving quite quickly and easily keep pace with this person. They could easily catch up to this person, but for now they seem to be hanging back.
I keep a similar distance, matching their pace.
Okay. If the canvassed stranger is aware of you, they give no indication of that.
Mm.
And the man just continues walking, unbothered, just wants to be home. Except there is a moment in nature when a predator is about to strike prey, where there's just that sort of that breath before they are pounced upon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is why the man turns his head behind him just as the canvas stranger reaches for him. And he sees, because we all know who this is, he sees Koa looming over him, a smile parting her bluish lips as they reach for him. And
Are you in need of directions? I call out.
Koa turns her head as like mid-reach for the man, who has started to kind of back away from her and is like trying to figure out what's going on, or from them, and it's trying to figure out what's going on. And she gives you this look. Hold on, I might have to get closer to the mic. Okay, no, that's fine. I was like, is it me? Am I the drama? No, not this time. But yeah, so she says, "Oh, and I do not. I know exactly what I'm doing."
Then you should stop.
She tilts her head to the side. This is pre-blindfold, so those inky black eyes stare at you, fathomless. And she shakes her head and says, "No." And you can see the tendrils of dark water as they wrap around this poor hapless fisherman. And he begins to scream in the middle of this street and writhe in pain as the dark water engulfs him.
Release him now.
The smile that they had gets broader, and she says, "Are you sure?"
I'm gonna start answering with my fists.
She looks at you and laughs and says, "You can certainly try."
Yeah, I'm gonna do so. I'm gonna launch in.
Okay.
This person's not wanting to talk.
You are rolling to attack while they are casting this on this fisherman. I will say they are level 8.
Okay.
So you're going to have a good time here.
I like this.
Yeah, so they're 24 difficulty. What you got?
Okay, let's roll the might. I am trained in, let's see, martial arts, unarmed attacks. I am trained, so that's 1 level of ease.
Okay. 721.
Okay, that's fine.
You're doing great.
I'm going to put effort into it, so that's use all of my edge for 1 more ease.
Okay, so that is going to drop her to level 6, 18.
Okay.
You can do it.
I rolled the 19. I rolled the 19 on the dice.
Oh my god, the dice tell a story. Because that is an effect too. That is a minor effect.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
Unbelievable.
That was my encouragement. I took that all the way.
Expecting a 1. Oh my god.
I was literally like, watch him roll a 1 right now.
Y'all gotta have more faith. Y'all gotta have more faith in Joe. I had the faith.
You did.
I had it.
You believed in the heart of the dice. Okay. Anyway, so with a 19, here a couple things happen here.
Cool.
You explain to me how you attack this person.
I think it's I'm leading in with a punch, but the punch is a feint. My goal is to close the distance and do like a hip check, like thrust my hip against her to knock her down. That's the actual move I'm trying to do.
Okay.
And so I throw the punch, and I want her to see my punch coming and react to that. Meanwhile, I'm like using my body
basically
to track her down.
Moving into the secondary blow with the feint.
Yes.
Feints do. Okay. And that goes off perfectly. It's a very graceful, very practiced move. And she does hit the ground. What would you like your minor effect to be here with this? Actually, because there's a couple things that I can think of, but I want to see if you have any ideas.
Maybe like she's definitely very powerful, but probably not used to like being caught off guard or like being put on a back foot. So maybe the effect is she's desperate, but also that makes her more dangerous. She doesn't like being pushed back on.
I like that, but I don't think desperate is the right word here. being put on the back foot certainly is going to upset her. This is someone who, and the
Yeah.
Dark Dweller loves to have control over a situation. Removing that control makes them angry. So you have made them angry. Congratulations,
Yeah.
you pissed them off.
Yay.
Yeah. Nothing like
Yeah.
pissing off a level 8 villain.
Good. Focus on me. Let that guy go.
Oh. So that is your minor effect. You have made them angry. I will say this. So what you have stopped Koa from continuing to summon dark water, but the dark water that has already sort of attacked this fisherman is still on him. So for every round you engage in combat, it is going to pick off his health. Basically, it's going to do about 2 points of damage. He's not a high. This is an NPC. I'm sorry. He's like a level 2. So he's not great, and he's going to be worse as time progresses. But yeah. And sorry, there was something else I wanted to add there, but that's a spoiler for later, so I'm going to hold on to that. So this guy is not in great shape, but you have managed to at least stop Koa from killing him outright. The second thing that happens here is, yes, you have made Koa upset. And what Koa does when she hits the ground, she makes that like sort of, there's a noise that you make. I'm trying to think of the noise, how to articulate it, because you hear it in your head and then you're like, how do I make the sound? And she's like, ugh. And she hits the ground angrily, almost you would think it's almost like she's throwing a tantrum with her hand. But where her hand hits, you see dark water spill out and head towards you. She is going to use an attack called Dark Summon, which basically is going to create a pool of dark water around you. Like water seems to come up from the cracks in the stonework. Almost, and it is going to try to suck you in, as dark water is wont to do. Classic show reference there. But yeah, so it operates kind of like quicksand, which basically means you will have to make a successful might roll to get out of it. And the longer that you are stuck in there, the harder that roll is going to become. It also is poisonous, so you'll be taking, it's not overwhelmingly poisonous, but you are, same as with the fisherman, you're going to be taking like 2 points of damage the longer you stay in there. Level 8. Yeah.
Okay.
This is fine. We're doing great.
That's fine.
You're experiencing
my second character now.
Yes. Yeah. You're
Komu's twin brother comes in.
Sorry. I talked over you. What were you saying?
My second character, Komu's twin brother, comes in.
It's just Komu spelled backwards, actually.
Amok.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying. I was like, man, this fun stuff never happens to me.
I will try to resist this poison quicksand dark magic madness by rolling a might.
Okay. It's a successful might roll on this. This is not as powerful as Koa is, so you're fine. This is more like, this is going to be like a level 5, so you're going to have to roll a 15 or better off rip, shall we say. But if you have any, because this is might and this is like physical, and that's one of your strengths. You said you have a martial arts skill, correct?
Yes.
I'll allow that to ease it by 1, so that'll drop it from a 15 to a 12. Also, Sophie, you almost fell off the side of the boat while we were Tokyo drifting the boat, so can't tell me nothing fun happens to you.
Yeah. I'll spend effort again. I'll spend 3 points to ease it 1 more.
Okay.
And
so you're gonna ease it from a 4 to a 3. 3, that's a 9.
Okay. That is literally a 9.
You were this close to dying via dark water.
That was so close.
Woo!
Okay.
No thank you.
Okay.
We need Komu.
Okay. So on a successful roll, you do make it out of there, but that dark water is still on you.
Yeah.
So it's on you, but it's not like it's not, basically you're not at risk of dying anymore. It's more like you've got the poisoned condition, if we're referring to other gaming stuff. So and instead of doing 2 points of damage, it'll do 1.
Okay.
as well as some other fun things. Because now
Yeah,
the other
okay.
condition that you get is that the Dark Dweller can now talk to you.
Wrong number.
No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the
Block
beep.
and flag as spam, please.
Well, that's a special tool that'll help us later because that hasn't happened yet, but that's one of the side effects of this attack. So level 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
You're doing great. So make sure you take the damage out of your mic
I do.
pool. Okay,
Yes.
awesome. And the Dark Dweller has like kind of gotten onto her feet or their feet. I have to keep reminding myself that they are agender, so I have to them. I must program myself to do that. But yeah, so they get up, and. Anyway, sorry, I'm confusing myself here. Like, did I? Okay. Anyway, so they get up and they stand there with this canvas, and even in like tattered clothing and this torn canvas, they're not even muscular. They're like a very slender. You can tell that they were either a mer person or a Cree at some point. But like they are not physically intimidating, but there is something about them. There's something about their aura, the way that they carry themselves, the way that they are, that is just flat out scary. Like you have made an apex predator angry is the vibe. And she proceeds that with, "You think you can stand against the Dark Dweller?"
No, but I'll stand anyway. I'm gonna lunge.
Such a Captain America move. I need to just stop and admire that for a minute. There will always be men like you. So, but anyway, so you attack again. So we're gonna again level 8. So,
Okay.
So we're starting at a 24. Give me what you got.
So I've got the unarmed is trained. So down 1.
And you spend
effort again. I'm gonna die by the effort.
18. Okay. This is fine.
I love this. This is actually really cool. Okay, I just needed 18. There we go. That's a 2.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, the dice are telling a story. They're like, we let you have the first shot. It was lucky. Now, goodbye. Meanwhile, everyone else is asleep, blissfully unaware that anything is happening to you.
I'm gonna bring up the character generator on the other tab.
Just in case. You have to roll up a new character. Koa, and I think you try again. Like, what does this look like? Are you trying the same move again, or are you trying to do something else?
This time it's a full-on charge. This is like nothing fancy. I'm coming directly to her. My intent is to land a punch either on her throat or the side of her head. Okay.
And with now Koa is combat ready. Koa is not having any of this. And very much like a bullfighter, you see that canvas get whipped off, and as you run at them, they move to the side, and with a grace and a skill that is uncanny, that canvas is not only waved in front of you, so you don't actually hit them. You run through the canvas and it is wrapped around you, and you find yourself kind of tangled in a mass of fabric.
Bound up.
Yes. And she's going to activate her second attack. Remember how I said the Dark Dweller can talk to you?
Let's go ahead and activate that trap card, please, GM.
You've activated my trap card. It's fine. But yeah, and you can feel the pulse of the dark water that has wrapped itself around, shall we say it's the leg or the arm? Which would you prefer?
I think the arms, because those are my deadliest weapons.
Okay, so if you see, you can feel the pulse rather than see anything because you're in a canvas. It's dark. You can't see anything, but you can feel the pain and the burning of this dark water as it seems to crawl up your arms, and you can hear the deep rumbling voice of the Dark Dweller as it says, "You are strong. Join me, and let the world be blessed with dark water. They know not what they resist."
What do you offer?
And the Dark Dweller says nothing for a moment, and then reaches into your mind and pulls into your memories. What does Komu desire most?
Vengeance. The world has been unkind. And people forget about the most desperate. People that are not fortunate enough to live in Octopon where it's safe. People that get tread upon and then thrown in prison and forgotten. There's no justice for them. Nobody speaks for them. There should be some kind of balance, some kind of justice. And then as Komu realizes these thoughts are happening to him, he stops. And he starts to say to himself a familiar mantra. 17 bricks from the left. 1, 2. And in his mind, he's recounting the bricks in his prison cell.
That's so good. Sorry, I was like, oh, I know. Oh, that's awesome. Anyway, so I love reacting in real time to these kinds of things. Sorry, but I think that anger. I think what I would like to do here. This is a psychic attack, basically.
Yeah.
Just to mechanically, it's a very basic psychic attack. So you will want to roll. I want to call it intelligence. That's not what it is.
Okay.
Is it? It's not. It's basically your instat. Whichever one is the one for mental. Because might is physical. Intellect.
Yeah.
I had the first 3 letters of it right. Too many different games in the span of a week again. So now all the rules are just a pile of mush in my brain. But yeah, intellect. Roll your intellect stat. If you have anything to add to intellect, now is the time to use it.
Nope.
This is not super high, but also not super low. Right in the middle, level 5 for a 15. Or better.
Okay. That
I
I'm
will
not
also
cheating
say
these dice. I'm not. It is a natural 20.
Major effect. Major effect.
Hot.
Okay, well, considering
today.
you rolled a 2, if everything was high, I would have been like, all right, well, if we're cheating at a storytelling game, are we okay? But anyway, so all right. You rolled a natural 20, which means you get a major effect. This is huge.
Okay.
Gonna be great. I will say this. You are still taking damage from this. So make sure you take that damage off of your might pool. You are successfully able to resist the voice of the Dark Dweller. So what for your major effect? Tell me how Komu resists. And then if you have an idea for a major effect, open to that. I'd love to hear what your major effect is here.
I slow down my breathing. I focus on my body. I'm focusing on slowing down my organs. And in my mind, I'm right back in that prison cell that I know so well, that I spent decades in. And I create kind of a projection of just the form, just a dark form. And basically what I'm doing is like, no, you're not going to imprison me. You are in my prison. I've already been here. You can't keep me here. Nobody will imprison me again. And I begin to just ask questions, but I'm not speaking to the entity. It's more like I'm sharing my perspective. And I'm just sharing like everything that you touch, you have to corrupt. Everything else on Myr lives in harmony. We cooperate. We make each other better. You can only exist by taking, which tells me you do not belong. You are nothing.
I love that. I'm going to honor that natural 20 because there's two ways this could have gone. One of which ended in you unconscious, but this natural 20 does not include that. So you are able to drive back the Dark Dweller somewhat. You have not been able to heal yourself fully. You are still suffering from that condition, but the Dark Dweller can no longer, they cannot persuade you. They cannot convince you to join them. They cannot permeate your mind. You have effectively shut them out. So congratulations on that. Koa, however, is still physically present and physically annoyed. I think has it been 2 rounds? I think 2 rounds of stuff, right?
Yes.
Cool.
I've taken 2 rounds of the poison.
2 rounds of poison. You know who else has taken 2 rounds of poison? At a higher damage tier.
Yeah.
He's a level 2 too. He's only got 10 HP. Poor man is now down almost half his HP. So he's not looking great. He's still screaming and writhing. Lights are starting to come on in the houses around you, which Koa does not like. And she basically looks at you and it becomes angry, especially when you see her. They physically like jerk back as you push the Dark Dweller away from you. And she comes over to the canvas where you are sealed and kneels down in that sort of squat, because you are still bound in this canvas. Like, you'll have to find your way out of it if you want to continue this battle. And she says, "You are one of the most annoying. I can see why the little princess finds you useful. We'll have to take care of that." And they wave their hand with their long, spindly fingers, and that burning that you're feeling increases. And you start feeling a sensation like the life is being sucked out of you. This is another physical attack. It is a spell, but also like it's assaulting you physically. So you will want to roll a might defense for this. Again, she's level 8. So 24.
I have defense trained, so I think that eases 1
by
from
1. So 8, so that's going to drop it to a 7, 21.
Okay.
It's fine. You're doing great. Which is out here like, oh Lord.
Let's spend
Oh no.
more effort. I'll spend more effort, sure.
I'm so worried. I'm so worried that Salvador came to make sure I was okay.
Salvador's like, "Are you breathing?"
That is a natural 1.
Oh!
That's the balance.
GM
There's
intrusion.
the balance.
I told you. It's like they're like, "We're gonna let you have this one, but not the other one." All right, so Como. GM intrusion. It works beautifully, actually, but
or maybe no, that's definitely a 1.
Is it a 10? Am I missing the 0 if I squint in the dark?
No,
but
anyway, on the other side.
If I squint really hard, maybe it's 2 1s, and it's actually an 11.
Yeah.
But what is a 1 really, though? I mean,
a 1 is a GM intrusion.
The difference between Komu and his twin.
Yeah. Time to meet Omuk. But anyway, so you feel the life draining out of you, and I will so as a GM intrusion, what I will offer you, I'm going to offer you XP. You get 2 XP. You can give 1 XP to anyone at the table that you like, should you choose to accept the GM intrusion. But essentially, this is you can feel the life being sucked out of you, but you also were able to resist the Dark Dweller. So while you are feeling the burning, you realize that you can fight back, and you kind of engage in a tug of war with this entity over your own life force. And ultimately, your internal fight is won. I will allow you to actually not give in fully to the Dark Dweller. However, you did roll a natural 1. And so what that means is most of your life force has been taken. So this is going to down you.
Okay.
If you choose to accept this GM intrusion.
Komu starts thinking about his time in solitary confinement He starts thinking about the days that stretch on that all look the same. And then he thinks about what's happened recently. Every day has been different. People are in his life now. He's met people, he's talked to people, he's tasted things he's never tasted. This is the first time he could say he's been alive in a very long time. And then his last thought is of Ari. He sighs. It was worth it. He slips into unconsciousness.
And the canvas goes still as Koa defeats Komu. And unfortunate, that's very unfortunate for that fisherman, who has now taken another 2 XP, which makes it 6. That has been poisoned. He's not looking great, and Koa walks over to finish the job. And the fisherman is no more, but she does take his clothes. And remember how I mentioned that Koa was wearing clothing that was slightly too big for them when you met them later?
Comes back. And he was 2 days from retiring.
I mean, yes, and all he wanted to do was sleep. And I mean, he got his wish in a way.
Damn. Wow.
But anyway, so
what a scene. Thank you so much.
Yes, as the lights begin to come on and people begin to realize that something is happening in the street, Koa picks up this canvas that has Komu in it, knowing that now is not the time to be caught, and with a superhuman strength that is obviously a result of sucking the life out of Komu, 1, and Dark Water, 2. This thin, lithe figure disappears into a dark alley and finds their way to, with the clothes under, it's like clothes, canvas, we got all the stuff, we packed, pre-packed stuff. Anyway, so she finds this abandoned shack and kicks down the door, but not off the hinges, not hard enough to knock it off its hinges, just enough to get in. Plops Komu down, and when she drops the canvas, it sort of reveals Komu's face a little bit unconscious, and they begin to dress in the fisherman's clothing. And they use this piece of, like some people have a fabric belt that they'll wrap around themselves. Koa tears a piece off and wraps it around their eyes to make a blindfold and conceal their pitch black eyes that mark them as a dark disciple. And that Koa takes on the appearance of the Koa that you all met in episode 5. And that is that scene. That is our prologue scene. Meanwhile, moving into the future, Ozzy, currently you are gleefully hiding, we'll assume, from the person in the shack that's with Komu that has a pistol aimed at you. It's a dark pistol.
Look,
we cut back to
yeah.
I'm going home.
It's just the best. It was such the best reaction ever.
Thank you. Well, I don't think she was necessarily going to hide. I think she's going to try to scuttle back to the party and let them know that Komu's there.
Okay, so
As fast as her tiny little legs can take her.
So if you're scuttling back to the party, Sophie and Zaire, where are you in relationship to Ozzy? Because we know, Ari, you're in your own planet, so we're gonna get to you.
Well, I think Sophie went after Ari, right? And then
Yeah, I think so.
Zaire went to go find Ozzy.
Okay. So my question here is Zaire still in the Hall of Champions, or have they left?
I think in there's been enough time that I've looked around and tried. It's like, she's not here. Of course she's not here. And like stomping out of the hall to try to see if I can find some tracks or something.
Okay. All right. So, Ozzy, when you get back, you can't find anyone except Niddler, who's still at the buffet table. Because food.
Yeah,
Duh.
obviously. At least among people.
But yeah.
Hey,
So.
hey, monkey bird.
Huh? What?
Found Como.
He's in the middle of chewing, like getting ready to like take a bite out of a tray of fruit.
Found Como. Where's everyone? Thought they'd be
Oh!
eaten.
But and he looks around. They were all here a minute ago.
Nah. Useless. She'll stomp off and I guess just start looking for them because
And Niddler eats his fruit and like follows after you, like, hey, hold on a minute. But I need to know where they are too. So you now have Niddler following you. As you go off in search of everyone.
Yes.
So Sophie, you are looking for Ari. Which direction did you take when you left the Hall of Champions?
I think Sophie was headed back in the direction to where they last saw Ari, which was, I don't know if they saw her get like water and all. I can't remember if she saw that or not.
I think that you missed it because you were investigating.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah. So I think, but just in the last place where I saw Ari.
Okay. So you're going to the last place where you saw Ari, which would probably have been somewhere. I mean, would it have been in the town square, do you think, or you think you'd be headed towards the docks?
Probably towards the docks.
Okay. So the way this is going to happen is, Ari, you took off running towards the city. And so, Sophie, as you're walking towards the docks, you watch Ari run by you and keep going. Ari, you could take it from here, but I really needed that to be a thing that happened because I thought that was very funny.
Do I see them as I'm going past?
Do you? Or are you so focused on what you're doing that you just keep running?
I think I am focused, but I would at least spot someone I know on the way.
Okay.
I think enough to do that, but I'm not going to stop.
Do you say anything as you're
running? I'm like, I'm in a hurry, keep up.
Chipongo
and note, Lloyd, I'm giving you the story point for the GM intrusion earlier.
Yay.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. I think
note on
Sophie.
That. Actually, sorry, Sophie, I didn't mean to speak over you. But quick note on story points and action points. Those are from the news system. Don't stress about them. We're just going to use them as XP for this.
XP points. Okay.
Yes, XP points.
Cool.
So there you go. Sophie, it's all you.
Yeah, I think if anything, like Sophie just is like Chipongo and starts running, stops their stroll towards the docks and starts hightailing it in the opposite direction after Ari. You slow down.
God, treasure rule. Come on, you're pretty good. We do this all the time.
What are you chasing?
Don't know.
So you run for no, and just starts running faster. Yeah, I think Sophie is at this point in time has kind of gotten to a point where it's like there's only so many like actionable questions that they can get from Ari that actually make sense. I just kind of have to follow along to find out at this point.
So, Ari, you are parkouring your way through these stonework homes and through little stalls that have been set up as you run through places. And the beam actually leads you to this abandoned cottage or shack that Ozzy was just at.
See, that would have been such a great coincidence if we had each other.
Choices.
Okay.
So
yes.
I slide to a stop. As it stops by the house, I look down, I look up, I look down, I look back at Sophie. There.
Sophie kind of also skids to a stop, maybe about 15 feet away from you or so. And it's like, you had me running all this way for a nightlight.
Not just a nightlight, a possible. Easy if I show you. I'll prove it. I am useful, and I'm going in.
Okay, how do you? How would you like to go in? Because you're on the side of the building right now.
Mhm.
There is a window, but it is. I believe. Did we say it was broken, Ozzy? My memory
I
is.
thought it was
failing.
open at least. I don't know if it was
Okay,
broken.
so it is open. We'll say it is open. But there's you also can walk around the building to see if there's a door of some
Is
kind.
there a roof?
It is built like think like an old school square apartment. So yes, but it's not your basic triangular roof. It's a flat roof, flat and square
Fantastic.
roof.
I'd like to run up the wall to the roof and using my sari lower myself to the window.
Parkour. Okay, we are gonna have to roll about this. You know that, right? Okay.
It's all good. The one thing I can do is parkour.
Yay!
And I'm like, so I look at Sophie, go, I've got this, I swear. And I'm going up the building.
Okay, so you're gonna do parkour. We are gonna set this is not crazy complicated. 12 or better. So level 4.
We're all laughing and hope that you somehow like fail in just the most cartoonishly silly way.
Yes.
Just for the laugh.
So I'm Supremo Acrobatics, so
Yes.
I drop it by 2 automatically.
You only have to roll a 6.
And I also have Obstacle Running, which is an enabler, which will drop it by 1.
So those are your 3 drops right there. You only have to roll a 3 or better.
Hopefully I can do that.
Don't roll a 1.
I rolled a natural 20 on a roll. I didn't need to roll a natural 20. Thanks a lot. Thanks. You couldn't use that for anything else.
Major effect time. I think that's brilliant. Actually, the dice are really they're telling the story with us today because this is Saturday morning cartoons at their finest. All right. So you look as you get ready to run the building, and you kind of have that Sherlock Holmes moment of you see something to bounce off of. Like, yes, I can run up, I can bounce off of this, hop onto that, use that momentum to run up this, wrap my sari around this, like, let's say it's crenellated, one of these crenellations, drop myself down and into the window. And that is going to allow you to execute this action perfectly. Talk to me about what you would like your major effect to be here.
Whatever is in there, I get to act first.
Okay. That's done. That is your major effect.
Good
You dramatically swing through the window. It shatters because it was only partially open, and you were like YOLO, which resulted in the window getting broken completely. And when your feet hit the ground, you see the stunned figure that Ozzy saw earlier. Like, you know how when you're so shocked you fall backwards? That's kind of what happened here. They fell backwards. The pistol is like still in their hand, but it's kind of they're kind of like on the floor, kind of braced. So yes, you will get to act first because they have to get up and re-aim and such. But yeah, you see the I don't know, did you meet the girl who was taking bets at the market, Ari? So
Nope.
you don't know that this is her, but this girl doesn't look familiar to you at all, but she is wearing like what looks to be a cloak or a cape of some kind. And as you land, the glow of your compass seems to hit her directly.
That's interesting. I immediately act to disarm her from what she's holding.
Okay, let's roll about it.
No problem. I have foiled danger, so I use my intellect points to negate the source of potential danger related to one group to object.
I was resisting the urge to say, so you use aluminum foil to do what?
I love how you said you were resisting the urge and then said
did
it.
But
In the grand
initially you
GM
did
tradition
resist.
of.
Yes. I said I was. I didn't say that I was still doing that. Past tense. It happened. I rolled a 1. Anyway, so how are you foiling danger? I'm sorry.
So I get in, I grab the Patisari, I swing it down, I pull it off with one big swing, I wrap it around their weapon, and I chuck it out the window. And I go, Sophie, catch!
Sophie, you're gonna have to try to catch this and have it not hit you in the face. And I definitely want to roll about this.
Wait. Because I had something lined up, and I don't even think Sophie is down there to catch it.
Oh, no. Okay.
I don't even think Sophie is down there to catch it.
So let's take it from Ari to Sophie for a minute. Sophie, when Ari tells you that she's gonna parkour her way into this mess, what are you doing?
Standing with my hands up, looking at Ari like, what the what?
For our podcast viewers, please imagine the Obama gif where he's got his hands up like, why? Yeah.
What is the point? But I think Sophie realizes that Ari is so very deadly serious. And I think about halfway through, they're like, oh, she's actually gonna do that actually is kind of effective. And then breaks through the glass. And I think in the midst of that, I think Sophie is also timing it. So as soon as Ari breaks through the glass, Sophie kicks in the front door.
Oh,
to mask the
Fantastic.
sound.
So you run around the side of the building, find the door, and kick in. This is going to do it for the door. I'll be honest, because Koa had kicked it in earlier that morning. This door's old. It's seen some things.
That door was also 2 days from retirement.
They were gonna replace it.
I'm dying. I'm sorry. We're having too much fun, you guys.
It was gonna have a whole other life.
It was supposed to go home and watch the grandkids.
Like a waterfall resin coffee table in some rich dude's house.
Yes.
That's so funny.
So you land and you have this badass move where you do the thing with the sari and the gun goes flying out the window. And as the gun goes flying out the window, the door falls down and Sophie is standing there with no gun.
I'm like, oh, you actually came in.
Yeah. You thought I was just going to let you come in by yourself?
Oh, you do care. She has a treasure of rule.
As soon as you point back at the girl whose name I can't remember, I think, her name's Irina. Yeah, never mind. You don't know her name yet, but I do. So anyway, you all know her name above table now. She looks at you and draws the cape over herself and immediately disappears.
Ooh.
Okay, that's really cool.
Sophie stands in the door and just swings in the air in any direction. If they were smart enough to go invisible, hopefully they were smart enough to also move out of the way, because I'm going to punch in the area I last saw them.
So I would like you to roll about this.
I would love to.
Good time. But yeah, this is a very high difficulty because they are invisible. And we're going to see if you connect. This is going to be a level 6. So you're trying to beat an 18 off rip. But we'll see what you have to ease.
Before you roll.
Oh, snap.
Can I assist?
With?
I have I identify and understand supernatural things.
Okay.
But I also have know the way, whereby I understand where people take paths to the fast way out of things. So as Sophie's swinging, can I go a little to the left?
You can. And I will allow this. I will describe what that looks like, how you are able to say a little to the left, because there is a way that you will be able to tell. and Sophie, I will let you ease that by 1. So instead of an 18, you now have to hit a 15 or better.
Let's ease that again by another level, because all attack rolls are eased by 1 step per
For
shift.
you!
Due to
All
my
right.
accuracy power shift. Also,
Hell yeah.
just double checking to make sure anything else I got can be used. Yeah, I'm gonna use Fights Dirty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
So it's a wild, furious punch. Like, there's no form behind it at all. It is like just pure fury, street brawler, tavern brawler type of punches.
I just want to count how many times we've eased. So we eased once for Ari. We eased a second time for you, and this will be the 30s, correct?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So we've gone from an 18 to a 15 to a 12.
Awesome.
Correct. I think that's right. So yes, you only have to hit a 12 or better.
Not too bad.
Perfect. 16.
Love that for you. So you actually, so Ari, as this person goes invisible, you see and you hear the pit pat of frantic footsteps as they try to find their way out the door. Essentially, they're hoping that you don't think that she's going to go out the same way Sophie came in. So she's trying to beeline for the door, and you can hear the footsteps as well as see them in the dust of this old shack kind of happening. And so you say a little to the left to Sophie as this girl reaches Sophie's side. And Sophie, when you swing, you connect, and you hear the sound of you watch as and hear as this person hits the wall with a puff of like dust. They do not reappear because unlike invisibility, this has to be like basically you have to command it off. But instead of like, you get hit and
Losing concentration. Yeah.
Losing concentration. Power word off. But anyway, so
It's just
Alexa, remove invisibility.
I'm sorry. Power word off is so funny to me.
You can save it for another game where it's relevant. I might save it for that.
That's so great. I'm gonna use that from now on.
So
Excuse me. Power word off.
I love that. Oh my god. But anyway, so you see like this figure sort of hit the wall, see like something hit the wall with a puff of dust and land on that. And I think they themselves are not a high level. Like, it's just that this was high because you physically couldn't see them. So I think that they're like maybe a level 4, so maybe like a 12. And they do take some. I think what would be considered this light? This was unarmed, right?
Yes.
So was that 2 points of damage or 4 points? I can't remember with my fighters.
It'll actually be 4 points from
Perfect.
me.
That's
It's 2 points. I'll say it's 2 points base, but
Yes.
I have some things that up the damage ideal.
Right. That's why I'm asking, because I have 2 fighters in here, and I know that their unarmed attacks hurt more because they're fighters. So yeah. So that punch was
2
not
more
that
additional points.
that hurts. So on a 12, that's a 12 minus 4. So you did do some damage. You hurt this poor chick. Yes. Oh, you hurt them more. You hurt them more. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually gonna be 5 points.
Fantastic. Cool. So they're down to a 7.
Oops.
It's the fisherman all over again. Unfortunately, this girl wasn't 2 days from retirement.
Honestly,
she was just trying to go on vacation.
She should be very happy that she didn't piss me off, because it would have been even more if I was pissed.
Oh no. But yeah, so you see this, like, you see where like a ring of dust where they had landed. Ari and Sophie, and we're gonna cut away from you. We're gonna pull away from you and rejoin our friends Ozzy and Zaire. Zaire, who's frantically looking for Ozzy, and Ozzy who is frantically looking for literally anyone. So I very much feel like that scene in Scooby-Doo where they're all going through the doors and they're
yes.
just missing each other,
like playing to the monkeys.
Yes. But yeah, and Ozzy, you have Niddler following behind you. So where would you go to try to find anyone at all?
I don't know this town at all.
Nope.
literally, probably like somewhere open where I can see as many people as I can.
So you're that would be the marketplace that you were in initially to place your bets. That's the
sounds
most
like a
open
place
area.
to see people.
Yep. And it is still bustling. People are still kind of there. It's still very active. We're in a festival atmosphere. Those wonderful Scotch eggs that I have now made horrifyingly Marion are still present. Yeah. So the not Scotch eggs are actually, if anyone's ever seen what shark eggs look like, the little pouches, that's what those are, but wrapped in like fried cod. Because I had to mess with everyone. We can't have like human food here, okay? It's got to be from her. Ozzy loves them.
Why not?
Okay, you do have bacon and congee. I'll give you that.
Okay, I'll take it.
It's the most important things.
Honestly,
Yes.
fair.
The little things in life.
Like,
But yeah, so Ozzy, you're in this kind of back in this Ren Festy atmosphere, looking around, trying to see if anyone.
And I picture, because she's so short, she's just like hopping every now and then. Everyone's so tall in this place. I need to get somewhere high. Niddler, where?
I'm sorry. The visual of just
yes.
Triple whack-a-mole.
funny.
The little hop. And Niddler actually, funnily enough, the sound was very good for Niddler, because that's kind of what happens. Niddler squawks and says, "Oh, hey." Like Niddler said, and said I should use the voice that I picked for him, because I can't do the same voice as the voice actor, so I'm doing my best. And says, "What do you mean? What do you want me to do?"
I can't find anyone. I'm too short.
Oh, that is a problem. And he thinks about this for a minute and like flaps his wings. Still kind of 2 + 2 is 8, you guys.
You know what? Just for shits and giggles, Ozzy's also going, "Man, what do we do?" And then at the same moment, just kind of like slowly turn and look at each other.
I need a spin-off of Ozzy and Niddler right now. Just
for real.
Just that.
They sort of turn and look at each other, and then like the next shot is just like in the air.
Yes, you see them flying. So you're in the air, and I will allow this to ease your perception by 1 because it's just too good. So you're looking for anyone at all. You will not be able to see Sophie and Ari because they're inside a building. You don't have X-ray vision. Komu, same thing. Komu's unconscious in a canvas in the same building as Ari and Sophie, but also not visible from out and about. Zaire is probably the only one you'd be able to see.
Yeah.
So Zaire, where are you right now?
I think I've been making like loops, like a spiral pattern out from the hall.
Okay.
Because like, okay, how far could they have gotten? Okay, how far could they have gotten? Okay, how far could they have gotten? And then I'm also going to try to find like some pigeons, or mare equivalent pigeons, to see if I can get some answers.
Okay, cool. So you're looking for any kind of like common birds. We'll just call them some common birds. And Ozzy, we're going to have you roll an intellect since you're trying to look around and see if you recognize anyone. It is eased by 1. And because you're in the air already, I think the base that you were trying to hit was a 12. With ease, it is now a 9 that you want to hit on your dice.
I have edge.
Ooh, but edge is a discount. So if you wanted to use a skill here, it would cost you less to use a skill. Yep, it's all good.
I do have Superb Explorer, which has me trained in searching.
So then you only have to roll a 6.
All right, let's see. What do the dice say? Let's not roll a d6. Let's roll a d20. And it's a 19.
Fantastic.
Yay.
Hold on a minute. I was just informed that this poor person took even more damage. So we're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna put that on the side. That's another special tool to help us later. So
amazing.
You rolled above the 9.
Yes, I did.
Great. So
Well above the 9.
so yeah, so you see Zare frantically trying to figure out where anyone else well, you are specifically, because you're actually specifically looking for Ozzy. But yeah, frantically looking around for you. And even there's like, oh, there they are.
Yeah, the good-looking one. Go.
And Niddler starts to bring you down towards Zare. And I would like to have a GM intrusion here. So be prepared to take 2 XP should you choose to accept it.
Okay.
From across the essentially the sky above the city, you hear a caw. And that pink monkey bird that is part of Brother Blackheart's crew comes soaring at you and Niddler.
Is this going to make for a hilarious cartoon crash? Because
okay,
she's coming at us. You didn't say what she's doing.
No, well, you're gonna have to roll a defense roll.
Okay.
Niddler's role is gonna be Niddler is gonna be helping you, so it'll ease it by 1. Because you are on Niddler. I will say you have 2 XP now. You can give one of those XP away to anyone at the table.
Okay.
It's just a regular XP because, again, story XP and action XP belong to the new Cypher system, which you should definitely check out if you are a Cypher fan. So we're just playing with the old system because that's what everyone here is learning. And I don't want to make things more confusing. So, yeah.
I think I'll give it to Sophie.
Okay. Sophie, you get an additional XP.
The actually smart one who kicks in the door while they know the princess is going into the parkour inside.
Fantastic. All right. So, Ozzy, you're going to roll me a defense roll. This is going to be, I will let you choose between any one of the 3 because you can be fast enough to avoid it, smart enough to get out of the way, or strong enough to resist it. So those are your options.
Okay. Well, I am very smart.
If you want to use that.
And I can use my power shift.
Okay.
No, my prodigy power shift, I think, too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Difficulty on this is a level 5. So you were originally going to have to hit a 15 on your die. But those items, I believe, will ease it. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to ease by 1. You now have to hit a 12. And then you had something. You were using 2 things, correct?
Well, no, I said I could have prodigy power shift, or I have savant power shift, but that's I think for specific skills, not for just like rules.
Okay.
Wait, I also have resonance field. I forgot. That's
you do have that. You can use that.
Let's do it.
Okay. So this monkey bird tries to fly at you, and explain to me how resonance field works, especially for our listeners as well.
All right. Faint lines of color you choose form a tracery over your entire body and emit faint light. The effect lasts for 1 minute. Whenever a creature within immediate range makes an attack against you, the pattern energizes to block the attack. You can make an intellect defense roll in place of the defense roll if you would normally make. If you do so and you get a minor effect, the creature attacking you takes 1 point of damage. If you get a major effect, the creature attacking you takes 4 points of damage. Action to initiate.
Okay, so you're going to initiate resonance field, and you're still going to roll intellect defense. It does not ease for you, though. It just has consequences when it's activated.
Okay.
So we're still going to leave it. So we're going to leave it at a 15 unless you want to spend effort to ease.
Yeah, I got an effort. Why not?
Okay, so we're going to spend some effort to ease that to a 12. So you have to hit a 12 or better.
All right, let's just see what happens. Dice roller. It is a 15.
Fantastic. Look at you hitting the original number. So Ozzy, what does this look like as you activate this, as you see this creature coming at you and Niddler, and you activate your resonance field?
I think it's a very natural ability. So I think her reflex is to just kind of hold out a hand towards like whatever's coming at her defensively. When you're like, ah, no. And then it's just like this kind of like yellow, very classic 80s, you, kind of going thing around her.
So, okay, fantastic. So you do that and yes, specifically. And as the pink monkey bird flies towards you, it almost seems like it hits something solid and is pushed back as you and Niddler land, find your footing and land, kind of skidding like Niddler, because Niddler's panicking. Niddler's like, ah! And then nothing happens, and Niddler's like, whoa, and loses a little bit of control here. And we could roll about this to see how in control Niddler is.
Up to you.
Like. Okay. So I think that I'd like to roll about it. Let's leave it up to chance. Let's see if the dice tell us a story today. So you're gonna, so you can roll.
Here for the cartoon tumbling.
Let's do speed for this.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is Niddler. Because Niddler is the one kind of controlling the landing here. So you're actually like, I'll let this be Niddler's roll, which means he has skill in flying. He's trained obviously in flying because I don't know if you know this, but he's done this all his life. So we're going to ease it by 1. And the number to land again is a 15. So it'll ease by 1 with his trained flying to hit a 12 or better.
Are you rolling or are you asking me to roll?
I'm asking you to roll.
Okay, well, let's see what happens. It's a 20.
Hey, fantastic. Niddler panics for a minute, and then you can see that like the expertise of years of flying takes over. And as the major effect, you have a dramatic landing right in front of Zahir. So Zahir, you see a shadow flies over you as Niddler and Ozzy come flying towards you. And Ozzy, I'll give you the option as part of your major effect. You can land in Zahir's arms.
No. He's just gonna land in front of me. We'll land in front of him and do the.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Hey. Found you.
What? Where have you been? You found where?
Yes.
Where?
I will attempt to grab his hand and lead him to.
Niddler is just like, that was a lot.
Come with us, monkey bird. And like kind of does that thing where like instead of letting Ozzy grab his hand, he swings around to pick Niddler up in one arm to follow.
Niddler is just like, oh, Niddler's exhausted because Niddler's older than he was in the original, and that was an exertion. That was a lot for this poor old man. So he's just like, okay. He's like, okay, that's fine. that was a lot.
Take a nap, monkey bird.
Careful, that pink bird's still in the sky somewhere.
Like, tilt my head back and do I see her?
You were once a crew member on the Dagron's Maw, so you know who you're looking for, and you can actually see this monkey bird circling, trying to see if they can find Ozzy and Niddler again. And you also know the name of this monkey bird, and Sair.
I wonder if I can do I know if she's as easily distracted as Niddler is?
She is not. You know from your time on the ship that Ansair is Brother Blackheart's eyes and ears. Essentially, she is the harbinger for Blackheart. If you see Ansair, Blackheart is around, if not far behind. and it's her reports that inform Brother Blackheart's actions.
Okay. Well, we need to. Oh, Salvador. Okay. We need to get away from here and undercover before Brother Blackheart shows up. As much of a Corel eater as he is, and Zaire is not.
Let's go. What are we waiting for?
Ozzy, are you going to lead Zaire to the abandoned?
Yes.
So you all make your way to the abandoned cottage, and we're going to zoom out from you guys as you're arriving to Ari and Sophie, the unconscious invisible person. Because at this point, they hit the wall. They took damage. They took 6 points of damage. They're a level 2. Like they're not great. No, they weren't a difficult enemy to begin with. They're just wily. And also Komu is unconscious in a corner as well.
I'll rush to Komu, see if they're all right.
So Ari, as soon as you get near Komu, you feel an intense nausea hit you. Somebody's clipping.
That's my nausea.
That's your nausea kicking in.
Yeah,
oh God. But yeah, so
I'm
you're not. So your nausea. You get hit by a wave of nausea as you approach him, as the lingering magic of dark water seems to emanate from Komu's body. He is wrapped in a tattered canvas, and he is like drooped, basically like a puppet with all their strings cut.
I'm not sure what Sophie's doing, but can I try what I did last time, where I let Actomancy run around me, see if I can't cleanse it around his body, holding the compass ahead to hopefully help?
Okay, so I'll allow it. The compass will, I think because the compass is a treasure of rule, it will ease your roll by 1. And to cleanse dark water, especially with the treasure of rule, it started as a 12 for this because it has had time to sort. Komu has successfully fought it off. It was just a heroic effort to do so, and that's part of the problem. So 12 to start, eased by 1, it's going to be a 9 to cleanse.
I will spend some points of intellect because I don't really have a skill that can help me in this case.
Okay.
So drop it down.
Okay, so it's dropped by 1 more. Do you have an edge so you don't have to spend as much in your intellect?
I have 2 edge.
So you don't have to spend intellect. It's free. But yeah, so basically you are now have to, instead of hitting a 9, you now have to hit a 6, I believe. Or no, 12, you have to hit a 9. So 12 to a 9. Sorry.
All
right. Oh, no, wait. It is a 6 because 12, your treasure roll eased it by 1, and then this eases it by another 1. So 6.
I've got a 7 anyway, so it's all good.
Hey, look at you. Almost hitting the original number. But yeah, so you try to use your ecomancy and the treasure of rule, and the compass seems to bolster you as this energy sort of surrounds Komu. And what does that look like, Ari?
So I'm still not sure what I'm doing, but I know that treasure of rule can kill dark water. I know recently I've been exhibiting things I don't really understand how to work. So I have the compass held up in front of my hand, and that same from the TV show weird lightning thing running down the hand for me sort of like runs around and it like charges my wrists. But then when I finally get close enough to actually touch Komu, it like runs off me, then it runs around them. Almost like an electric shock kind of way. But as it does, it sort of like ozones the smell from away from where I am and then runs down them from the top all the way down to the bottom. Seemingly seems to clear them.
Okay. And Komu, as a mechanical effect of this, I will allow you to make a recovery roll.
Yay.
So you can make a recovery roll to recover the damage that you've taken. And that is basically a treasure roll. So
Yay.
add back whatever you need to add back. But yeah. Also, you regain consciousness because you're here, so I don't need you unconscious anymore.
No, I'll stay asleep. It's fine. It's fine.
Listen, the door and the fisherman wanted to retire. You don't get to.
Cool. Okay, I'm slightly better, but I took a lot of damage in that last scene.
Well, yeah. So like you and Komu, this manifests, like your recovery roll manifests as that burning sensation that you were feeling when the dark water had taken hold begins to subside. It's almost like when you put aloe vera on a burn, that relief, that cool relief that you feel, that is what you start feeling. And like you're able to breathe again as well.
And the first words out of my mouth is, I knew you would come.
Who, Sophie?
Your Highness.
Ah, shucks. You don't have to call me that right now. We're more than that. We're
you.
partners. And of course I'd come. Even though I didn't really know where you were. How are you feeling?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. How are you?
I've been better. The dark water is a much larger threat than I ever thought.
A lot of people have been saying that recently.
Well, I love this reunion. So glad you're okay, Komu. Ari, good job. Way to go. 10 out of 10.
So a couple things here, Sophie. As you're doing that, Sophie, you are the one that's probably paying attention because Ari's focused on Komu. You hear the shuffling as someone scrambles to try to get out of the building. And then, Zaire, as you and Ozzy enter, Zaire, you're big. You're the bigger of the two. You feel something hit you square in the chest as you turn into the... You can't see it, but like...
Don't let him leave.
It's basically someone bumps into you, but you can't...
What is it? Like, just kind of like...
Hold it.
Instinctively goes in for like the bear grab.
Okay, so you try to grab something, and I would like you to roll to see if you actually grab this person.
Sophie does help, and in the helping, Sophie is literally telling Zaire, like, I just knocked someone out. They were here, and then they were invisible, and I'm sure that's probably them trying to leave.
Okay, so this is gonna start at a 15 because 12 because they ran into you. This was kind of dumb, but like it's a Hail Mary of let me out. And so 12, we're gonna drop it by 1 because of Sophie's help, so it's a 9.
Okay, and then is this like a speed or is this
might? I'm gonna say might. This is physical.
Okay,
actually, you know what? You can roll whichever is the better of the two, because I could see this being a speed roll as well.
Okay, I am gonna roll speed then.
Okay,
and then ease it by another 1.
Okay, so that's
by spending a couple of points. And yeah, we're gonna go for that. So 6.
Yep, that's your target.
I rolled a 16.
Fantastic. So Sophie yells out to you, and you have lightning-like reflexes, and you wrap your arms around whatever just crashed into you, and you feel a body, like you feel a physical body. It's clearly female, or female presenting, based on like you've wrapped your arms around, but if you look down, you can't see anything.
There's like definitely a moment where it's like it's almost instinctive. It's just like oh, and then like confusion face, and the hands kind of go up and down, and then realize what I might be touching. Hands still really quickly.
And I think Irina starts yelling at this point and is like, "Let me go!" And you can feel her trying to break your grip. And I think at this point, once you say drop it, Sophie, Irina knows the jig is up. Like, invisibility isn't going to save you from a grapple. All right. So she power word off. she taps her. She taps the tap like you can feel her like tapping or moving her cloak a little bit. You can feel the shift of fabric there because again, you have her in a grapple. And you see what looks to be a young girl, Ozzy, Komu, and I don't know if Ari, you were there with the betting. Zaire, you recognize, no, it was the three of you guys. All three of you recognize this person. This is the girl who was taking bets at the table when you guys initially found out about the fighting tournament. I will say, Ari and Sophie, that the treasure, the chest that had the pot for everyone's bets and stuff, as well as the tournament prizes, are still in the room. Irina had prioritized herself instead of the treasure and was just trying to escape.
So it's the same girl who pointed her gun at me?
Yes.
Okay.
The dart gun is also laying on the floor, abandoned.
Yes.
What kind of Kreld eater attempts to swindle an entire tournament of fighters?
Sophie kind of walks up to them and like crouches down, like their hands are like resting on their thighs as they like get eye level with this person.
Irina's not tall. Irina's only 5'3", so
yeah. So Sophie's like actually has to drop in stature to look them in the eye and go, I would probably say I would commend your unbelievably ridiculous impulse to try to swindle these treasures, but did we think it all the way through? Did we? Of all the things to try to steal, you steal from fighters?
Do you think there was any thinking? I don't think there was any thinking.
I don't think there was any thinking either. And that's unfortunate.
Hi. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt your berating this poor girl for everything she's done, which, by the way, it's great. But can you tell us why it is that my friend was here unconscious of dark water while you were next to them? Because that seems like a really important question to ask.
I actually like that question a lot more. Answer it.
The girl who we know as Irina above table. Irina looks at you both. This girl, I forgot what she looked like in episode 3. So we're gonna just kind of go with it. They look merry, and they don't look like they're Kree. They look like a Marian human. And they have they have dark hair with two pieces that are kind of bound with hair jewelry, like they have bits of gold and things in it, and it's worn down. We're gonna call whatever she wore before a disguise, so that I can justify that later. Hey, but you can see by the shape of the eyes, nose, and mouth that this is the same person. So that's why you were able to recognize her. She can disguise herself manually, but doesn't have like magic to disguise the obvious features, right? But that said, Irina frowns and is not happy that she's caught, and gives you this defiant glare, Sophie, and then looks to Ari and spits out, not physically spits at you, but spits out. I don't know what he was doing here. He was just here when I got here. This was a good hiding place for me, at least until they arrived. And she glares at Ozzy. And as that happens, you hear a cry from above as a razor hawk proceeds to get in your face, Sophie. So I'm going to ask you to make me a defense roll.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am. The poor razor hawk, though.
I was like, I'm kind of built for this.
I know.
Okay, so let's see.
Sorry, razor hawk.
Okay, so you said defense. You said might roll?
It's defense. It is attacking you physically, so I will allow a might roll here.
Okay. We're going to ease that by a step from the
Hold
get-go.
on, I haven't given a level yet. So, but I am going to keep the ease in mind. I have to go look at the Razor Hawk stats.
Might be. Take your time, partner. I got a little too excited.
It's all right. I have my page numbers for all of my creatures now, so it's faster. It's called a
That's
hawk
actually
knife.
so smart.
Yes, it's called a hawk knife. Whoops.
Oh, my bad.
That's all right. It's a knife and a bird. It's fine.
Oh,
because that's the hawk knife. Their feathers are like razors.
It's
that's what
made
makes
of
them.
razors.
It's made of sharp and pointy objects. Yay!
That's my kind of bird.
Yes. Oh god. Oh, that was 49. 26 is the thing that heals you.
I thought you were saying 49 was the level, and I was gonna say I can't beat that.
No.
It's like Hawk Knife is actually
No,
level
absolutely not.
15.
The Hawk Knife is not that high. It's literally like, because of the blades on its feathers, it gives it a kind of the razors and stuff. It makes it like a level 4, so you really only have to hit a 12 or better.
Okay.
And it's very much, it's defensive. Like, this is a creature trying to defend its master. So, and I will say that if its feathers touch you, they will do damage.
Okay.
So we'll assess that. Like, if you fail the roll, basically, like, it will cut you.
Okay.
Because the flap, that's its defense. So it's the flapping of its wings and getting in your face.
Can I assist?
Sure.
By using Soothe the Savage.
Okay.
Soothe the Savage Beast.
Okay. Cool.
I
Actually,
can calm a non-human beast within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Cool. Zare, both you and Ari, I forgot you're the ecomancers here. You can hear what the hawk knife is saying as it's shrieking at Sophie. And it is very much angry mom trying to defend their ward.
Oh, little baby.
Like, don't touch my kid, you son of a bee. Like, all that kind of stuff. So.
Your child is safe. There was dark water here. Your child will be safe with us. Your child will be safe with us.
Okay, cool. So that's what you say. We're going to allow that to ease by a step. The target number was a 12. It is now a 9 that you have to hit.
Sick. Okay.
Oh, did you get a natural 20? You got a 1?
The other way?
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. See, that's what happens when you talk crap. You get a little too excited, you start talking crap, and then you get humbled immediately.
Talk shit, get hit.
Quite literally.
Nature is healing. Nature is about to heal you in a bad way. But anyway, so GM intrusion time. The hawk knife gets in your face. You're trying to calm this bird down, or you're hearing the yelling of a mom about her kid. Like, you're like, whoa. As you try to calm this bird down, Zaire, it looks at you and basically is gonna turn on you because she does not believe you. And Irina is yelling at the bird to stop because because she cares about you guys getting hurt. She cares about her bird getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying to get the bird out of harm's way. And she keeps calling out. She's like, stop, Pearl, you have to stop. Don't do this. And Sophie, you are going to take damage from the bird's razor feathers. And oh my gosh, I'm pulling the stats from that would probably do way more damage than the system would allow for. So I'm going to say, because we're going to consider this a medium weapon, 4 points of damage. And you get little cuts. Like, this is very death by 1,000 cuts.
Okay.
Because that's per weaponry, it's feathers. So
Okay.
So,
You have
How do I
armor
mark
It'll
that
come-
on the sheet? I do have armor
on your face.
No,
Is
not on
that-
my face.
So that's
no.
what she's because that's what she's hitting.
No.
Yeah,
my
she's coming for your
face?
face. Like that's
I
what
should
birds do. They
fly
fly
this
in your
bird.
face. Yeah.
I should turn it to wings. So on the damage, I'm not 100% sure how I mark that on
So
the damage
You're gonna take
track.
those 4 points out of your might pool. This was a physical attack. In the
Okay.
event of like a psychic attack, you take it out of your intellect. And if speed-based attacks, like things that affect your speed, so let's say I trip Zir and Zir is trying to run, that would have be taken out of your speed.
Okay.
And if it did damage, so. In the old system. In the new system, we have wounds, which are a bit different, but again, completely new system. And Sam left because it was too much. It's too much. I'm sure it was just a tech issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much.
They wrote in chat if you need to see.
Well,
I mean, do you want to take 3 minutes or something?
we can take a few minutes of a break if we
I wouldn't
need
mind
to.
getting some water.
Yeah. If we want to take a quick,
Yes. So we're
quick 5.
quick 5. We're going to take a quick break here, folks. Get some tech issues sorted out, and once they are, we'll be back and to find out how much damage Zahir gets to take from the Angry Mama Hawk Knife. This is fine. We're doing
I didn't
great.
do anything to you. I didn't do anything to you.
Hit her so hard that her computer blue screened of death.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no. We're going to get to the restart. So we'll be back here in a few minutes, folks. See you soon. Hey, everybody, and we're back. And we got a Sam back. Yay!
My computer actually said that was so mean to both me and Pooja that it said I actually am done for today and
Yes.
shut off completely.
How dare you? Leave the hawk
Just so
knife
you know,
alone.
every time you deal me damage, my computer restarts. So that means don't do it anymore.
It's the ultimate in plot armor.
The most ultimate plot armor.
I think your computer is just a member of PETA, actually.
Wow.
Damn,
that's so funny.
The deepest of cuts.
Pun intended, because you're still fighting this hawk knife. So, Sam, you've taken some damage from this hawk knife. You've got little cuts on your face. Nothing too deep. Like I said, it's 4 points of damage. Distribute across your face as you will. Nothing that's going to scar.
I do have a question in relation to that.
Okay.
So about the damage track.
Yeah.
How much damage do I have to take before I have to start knocking anything in there?
So you're in the old system. The new system again has wounds, so that those are calculated. Basically, the way the wound system works is once you have a certain type of wound, like enough severe wounds, will basically knock you out and or kill you.
Gotcha. Okay.
But in the old system, you would subtract those points from the associated pool. So you rolled a might defense, you would subtract 4 points from your might pool, and essentially you would take stuff out of your pools. Once all 3 pools are zeroed out, you're essentially dead.
Gotcha. Okay, so it's based off of what's left over in the pool, not exactly the damage you take.
Right.
Okay, cool.
There is a secondary reason you want to keep your pools up. That would be it. It's also to stay alive. Go figure.
What? Yeah. Aliveness.
So weird.
Cool.
That's why we have recovery rolls, though, so you can always roll to recover that later.
Sick.
But yeah, so that's where it would come out of your might defense or your might roll. So, or your might points. I can talk. Might points. So yeah, subtract 4 from that, and then like narratively distribute how you will across your face. But yeah, and then so here you are now rolling a might defense against this hawk knife, who is now coming for you. Who very, very angry. Like it's very much that you tried to say calm down to an already angry mom. And the mom was like, don't tell me to calm down.
I said calm down, and that has never worked in the history of ever.
Yes.
Like,
if anything, hearing calm down when you're already mad just keys you up even more.
Just makes it worse.
It's like, how dare you tell me to calm down? I'll show you calm down.
I am calm.
Okay, so what's
level 12 or not level 12, level 4, you have to hit a 12.
Okay.
You can talk to the bird to try to ease it by 1 if you would.
Okay.
Like. You want to use that calm ability that you have.
I am going to use the Soothe the Savage Beast again.
Okay.
And
so it'll drop it to a 9.
Great. And then whoop. So I will also spend now. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. And I'm gonna push her away.
Okay. So you're gonna try to push the bird away. You're gonna use the Savage Beast, so you only have to hit a 9.
Okay. So that's yeah. Ace. This die. I should go for a different online dice roller. It's another 16.
Okay, you know what? You are able to successfully push the hawk knife away from you. But it does get. I will say this: you push the hawk knife away, but it gives Irina an opening.
Well,
the
it's a
problem is-
telekinetic push. It's not a.
Oh, it's
like
a
push is
telekinetic
a
push. Okay, I
an
thought you meant
egomancer ability that I have rather than
physical. Sorry,
a
I thought it was
physical ability.
Thank you for clarifying. So you telepathically push the bird away, and it remains upset and remains screaming, but does not approach you again. Probably because it's now registering that Irina does not want them to get hurt and is worried about them and is trying to but is all they're in turn they're worried. So what do we do? They're at an impasse.
Hush all that squawking.
The only way to make her stop is to let me go. You have me surrounded. I'm not running anywhere.
You literally just tried to get out.
Yeah, and I ran into you. You're blocking the door.
Give up.
You-
What is it you're using to make you invisible? Drop it, and I'll let you go.
She glares at you, Zaire, and says, "A good thief never gives up their secrets."
We've
This
already
is not a good
established that
thief.
you are a very bad thief.
I love how Zaire and Sophie are both like, but you're not though. Like that's been established. You're close.
and I think Irina glares at you and says, "I would have been a great thief if somebody hadn't found my hiding spot." And she turns around and glares at Ozzy again.
Ozzy's already just head deep in the little treasure bin, looking through all the stuff that was stolen.
You just see Ozzy's feet.
Yeah.
This is kicking up in the top of the box. That's
Yes.
so funny.
See? Good thief. Eye on the prize.
Yes.
Nobody noticed it until it was pointed out. She could have got away with everything.
Ooh, shiny.
Irina,
You, on the other hand, and kind of does a little full body shimmy to shake Irina without actually shaking Irina.
She wriggles. She's like, "Oh, let me go."
Drop the device.
Sophie has their eyes on that damn bird.
I'm 1 second, everyone. I know you're panicking, but hold up. I think I got this, and I'll just scan them with the compass.
So as you scan with the compass it does what it does best and glows again, and it fires its beam, and the beam hits Irina and illuminates the cloak that she has on.
If I may, I got this, and then I'll very gently be just trying to take it off her.
So the hawk knife is now coming for you, Ari, because you are attempting to touch Irina. Without explanation, mind you. You are gonna have to roll me in this. You are gonna have to roll me a might, unless you want to justify speed for moving quickly.
Oh, actually, can I be aha, and then cut the clasp of the rope to indicate speed?
For speed, you would not be avoiding the attack of the bird, though.
That's a
You would
good point,
be
you're
taking
right.
damage.
Can Como
No,
step
I'll
in
take the
there?
hit. Let's go. I'll just roll high.
Sorry. Okay. So you're gonna take. So who's doing what now? Because Komu and Ari talked at the same time.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Joe.
Como would like to step in the way.
Of the bird.
Yeah, in front of Ari.
Okay. So you're gonna do the defense roll. Then you're gonna do the might defense. Ari, you can now do the slash thing that you wanted to do, to slice the cloak off.
What is my target?
Oh, sorry. The bird, my brain was like, goodbye, restart, and was also doing the 87% loaded as you wait for it to update. So, but are you, so yeah, so your target number is a 12.
12, okay.
Yeah, so you have martial arts and a bunch of other stuff that's going to ease
Yes.
this into nothing, so I'm sure we'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have defense is trained already, so that's already an ease.
So you're down to a 9.
And then unarmed, I'm not attacking, but my might defense, yeah, I'm gonna spend a little bit and ease it one more.
Okay, so a 6.
Yeah. just to be super safe.
Mhm.
That is a 17.
17. Well done. So yeah, so on a 17, how do you block the bird? Bird's
I'm not doing
attacks.
any offensive actions.
Mhm.
It's that kung fu moment of like I see a strike coming and I just narrowly move around it, but I'm like in their face doing it.
Okay, so just kind of absorb,
Yep.
like kind of just distracting the bird.
Yep.
So Komu, you're able to successfully block the bird's attack on Ari. When Lloyd gets back, we'll do Ari's roll to determine how well they get the cape off. I will say that while we're waiting for Lloyd, Irina is getting more and more stressed at your attempts to take the cape from her. It's almost like she's gone from being like rebellious. And by the way, Irina looks young. Like we're talking like back in college when you thought you were invincible and you were hot shit young. So like early 20s.
So like much like how I was in college and thought I was hot shit, I had to get humbled greatly.
Yes, very much. Very much.
This will be her humbling.
Yes.
So like
Yeah,
5
but,
minutes
like,
ago when you
I
were in
am
college, you
hot
thought you
shit,
were you were hot shit.
Yeah, like not as bad as Ari with no money, but definitely like, you know, like I think I'm the coolest, bestest thief ever, and clearly they still have things to learn. But yeah, so she's getting progressively stressed. Ari, would you like to do your role to try to swipe the cape from Irina?
All right, so I've been looking through it. I don't think I have anything fast. Oh, this is technically non-combat, right?
Yes, it is non-combat. Correct.
I have a skill, which means that I can always use intellect if it's a non-combat ability in any role I use.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm going to spend. What's the difficulty?
So Irina is not a super difficult person. I think they were like a level 3 or level. Did I say level 3? Something like that. We're gonna go with level 3. So that's a times 3 is 9. Just like a 9. That's what you have to hit.
Cool. I'll just
and also eased because grapple. So 6.
Like I'll just spend
Was
one
that 3
intellect point
eases?
to make it a 3.
2 eases.
2? Can I add to the third one to
Make
help?
it 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Sophie sees that Irina is getting agitated about this cloak in particular. And I don't know, if I was grappled, caught red-handed at the scene of a crime, I think I would be a little less worried about what I was wearing and what actually was going to happen to me. So Sophie just kind of like peeps all of this and looks at it. And then it's like, what is up with you in that cloak?
Okay. So you now have to hit a 3 or better, Ari, to take the cloak.
I rolled a 12.
Okay, so you are able to easily remove the cloak from Irina, which before she can even answer your question, she bursts into tears.
Ooh.
And she's like, "Don't take my cape. That was the only thing my mother gave me."
Hold right there. Hold right there. I know this is probably important to you, but I feel like I should explain what this possibly is. This is a treasure of rule. Do you know about Darkwater?
Yes. My mom told me stories. She was on a ship when the Darkwater attacked them.
Mine too.
She blinks at you, Sophie. What was the name of the ship?
I totally know this as a point of my backstory, 100%.
Fine, you're fine.
I totally know the name of this ship.
I
say the name of the ship.
That's how that works.
I'm the GM. I'm like Googling names for ships. Not the Dagron's Maw. Nothing with the word Dagron in it. Thank you. But oh geez. Let's call it
The Chongo Celeste.
we can't name it a curse word. That would be silly. I'm thinking of I was like, oh man, we put so much thought into all the other names. let's call it the dusk time of day, or twilight. What sounds better? Twilight.
Dusk
I like
is fun.
twilight sounds like the dusk. What?
Twilight dusk.
Neither. That sounds awful.
Oh, daytime.
Ooh.
The dust cutter.
The dusk cutter. Okay. We'll call
Very
it that.
nice.
Yes.
That's the name I say.
My mom was on the same ship. She was one of the survivors.
So was mine.
Did she?
I'm
get
sorry about
sick?
punching you in the head, by the way. I know that kind of hurt.
You can see the bruise like on.
Yeah, it's like I
Kind of
imagine it's like a fat knot
Yeah,
that's just like
there's-
sitting right on the
it's
side.
bruised, yeah. Like cartoony because it's already on a cartoon. But yeah,
Still
she,
seeing birds tweeting, stars circling around their head and whatnot. My bad.
she kind of goes slack in your arms there, and she's like, but did she get sick afterwards too?
One I never saw again. The other one got pretty sick for a bit. Survived, but the remainders are different. Not like how they were before.
My mom didn't make it after she got sick.
My dad's pretty talented healing wise.
She like sniffs. There's like a loud sniff of the cape was the thing that she gave me. She said it would protect me if anyone wanted to hurt me. And I have Pearl too. And you can hear like Pearl is like in the corner still, like with fighting with Komu still, like they're still going at it. Like
I think Sophie like takes a knee in front of her
Mhm.
and like kind of like gestures to Zaire to let them go. And
Yeah,
goes
there's like, oh, there's now a crying female in my arms.
awkward.
Get away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
She
think
like stumbles forward in front of you, Sophie.
Sophie raises up both of their hands in front of their face and tells her to make a fist.
She does what you ask and make a fist.
Put all of your weight and all of your strength behind your throw. Hit any hand. Go.
She goes to hit your hand. And again, she's she's a level 3, so this is like, and this is unarmed regular, so 2 points of damage. If you want to roll a defense roll about it. So
I'll take the 2. It's fine.
So you autofill it. You hit. You feel her like as instructed. She hits one of your hands.
That is all you need. We don't run. You are built from pirate stock. We face forward. We never run back and we never hide. All you need are these. You don't need a cloak.
Arena sniffs and like wipes her nose with like a fist. So, and she nods. Okay. But are you going to turn me into the Prime Minister and his guards?
No, I don't think so. Just get away from here and remember what I said.
My cloak.
I got this one.
Sophie just lets Ari finish, steps back.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Irene, Dark Water is the thing that took your mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
I tried to take my mom to a long time ago. And my mom got away because she's a badass. But also she told me that no matter what happens, if I can make sure that never happens to anyone again, I should give it a shot. I would like to borrow your cloak to stop Darkwater forever. When it's done and I don't need it anymore, if it's still here, I can bring it to you. And if it's not, I will personally get you something from your mom if you ask me to. I don't know where I'll find it, but I'll look for it. I'll figure it out. I'll go diving to find the ship's last stone or something. But I promise you, I'll get this back to you. You have it on a word of a daughter of Ren.
She looks down at the cape and she says, can I keep the brooch at least?
Hang on.
And just for the record, by the way, so nobody thinks I'm pulling a GM move and taking the real treasure role, the brooch is actually not the magical thing here. The cape is the magical thing.
So
I did not think that you were being that type of GM.
Okay.
At all.
No, I didn't.
I figured that it was just an adornment
I was
that
like,
kept it on her.
Yeah, it's not
of
that
deal.
deep. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
She takes it and she's like, that's enough.
We'll bring it back.
I'll bring it back. I promise. And if I can't bring it back, I'll find a way to replace it.
Okay. And she nods and like, and Como, are you still fighting with Pearl? Like at this
I'm
point?
not fighting. I'm like distracting, moving, like using
Okay.
footwork only. Yeah.
I'm just, when I say fighting, I mean very
Yeah,
cartoony,
yeah.
like still.
Yeah.
And I think what happens here, Como, is Pearl disengages and flies over to Irina, and you can see that Pearl loves Irina very much. Like she does the thing where she like the bird thing where like the bird rubs its head against you, and the razory feathers don't seem to affect Irina either. It seems like the really dangerous parts of the hawk knife are on the wings.
Yeah.
Like when it attacks you with its wings, but like its head and its neck seem like they're normal, like normal soft feathers. Even though they don't look like, they all have the same kind of look, but the parts that actually hurt are on the wings. And she looks back at all of you and says, thank you for not turning me in.
Yeah. Just tell your friend over there the next time they cut my face, I'm frying them. Literally.
I feel maybe we shouldn't go in with you know what? You got it, Sophie.
Pearl snorts, and Zaire and Ari both hear, I'd like to see you try. And then
she definitely won't do it again.
We're just gonna take these back and give them back to the owners, right, everyone?
So Irina, I will say, Irina is gone. She leaves after that. So if you're going to take that back to the owners, I will say this for you, Ari, your compass begins to glow again.
Wait, what?
And as before, the light splits in two. One hits the cape, and the other one hits the bag with all of the treasures in it.
The one that Ozzy's digging through.
Yes, the one that Ozzy's digging through.
Her pockets might look a little fuller than they did a few minutes ago.
There is a really big object in that treasure bag. And Ozzy...
I'm like, sorry, Ozzy, do mind me 1 second.
I know.
You pull out a shield. It is a tower shield, I believe is the shape I'm going for. It looks... like it's not so big that it would because some tower shields can be as tall as a man, so they're a normal sized person, or a tall person rather. But this is more like enough to cover like a torso. But yeah, this tower shield you can see is emblazoned with heraldry that you don't recognize. It looks old, but as soon as you touch it, and everyone actually feels this at once. My ecomancers just feel it first and feel it the most. The entire room is immediately cleansed. Any evidence of dark water that was here is now gone. So, when Ari touches it.
Hey, Zaire.
Yes.
What did you say about how bad it was to steal from the Fighters Guild?
I mean, I said to steal from a bunch of fighters, but we have like 2 of the fighters right here. So reclaiming Property is hardly stealing.
Hey, Sophie,
Hey, what's up?
did you really want to fight in that tournament?
Look at me. Of course I did.
I mean, but what's
But-
the point if you already got the prize?
But if we can't fight in this one, I guess I'll just punch other people on the way to the next
Eternal
one.
torment.
I'm gonna walk over to Ari. Brother Blackheart will not stop chasing you. I need to
I
face
mean-
him here.
The tournament's not actually going to stop the Rackheart from chasing us anyway.
Fair point.
Just
In the
as a
ring,
point of
I'll have him
order
at a
that, like,
disadvantage.
What's the disadvantage?
He won't have his crew or his ship.
I'll turn to everyone and be like, all right, we have options here. Do we stay, do the tournament, and hope this is the only time we can take out Blackheart? Or do we leave now and get the other treasures? Because we're 3 for 3 so far. There's only
Also-
4 left.
he's currently pumped up on power from a Dark Disciple.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I was
And we
hoping you
can't
guys
take-
wouldn't remember that actually.
And
I
we
know
can't
you are.
take the
I know you are.
shield
Thank you,
into
Pooja.
fight with us.
I mean, I'm just saying that, like, there's literally no reason to fight Brother Blackheart in this, like, tournament in which no one can fight to the death without getting thrown in jail, and then also still have him be souped up on supernatural steroids, and then
What do you mean-
also have him chase us.
What do you
I
mean
would
Oh,
love
he's been bolstered?
not to be in
That-
prison again.
Catch you up, Brother Blackheart now has a Dark Disciple working for them.
Oh,
A dark disciple that uses black water,
Yes.
like the one that accosted me.
Is that
that's what you were hit with?
I
Very
relay the
expensive.
story.
Como, you can actually also show the remnants of the
Yeah.
of the dark water veins
Hmm.
that they're fading, but they haven't
Yep.
fully faded yet.
Yep.
To everyone there as well.
By the teeth of Multus. Okay.
It took everything to resist. If Blackheart's been bolstered by something like this, then maybe we run.
Point of order. You know how you're talking about being good thieves? Good thieves don't stick around the crime scene. We should take this and go.
You know what? Solid point. We
All
should
right.
probably leave.
This isn't me. Let's get to the boat.
Sure.
I'm just
I
gonna
love
take some of
Ozzy.
this. Like, I'm just gonna assume that without any cheating, my bets would have gone through, and
Right?
just scooping gold
Just
into the pouch.
take some handfuls and stick them
Yeah.
in our
The
pockets.
bag's a little too heavy for Ozzy, so it's like just
Just flop it on your shoulder and fall.
I was like, Niddler, here. Niddler,
Yeah.
help
Niddler
her.
Niddler's like, ah. You just see like Ari, you see Niddler looks exhausted. And it's just like, hey Ari, Ozzy and I were looking for you, and it was a lot. Yep. Yes.
You full?
Never fly after a full meal. And
Nicola, I'm happy to see you. We gotta go.
right, we gotta go. And he grabs like I feel like he maybe doesn't grab the whole bag, but like maybe puts some of it in a smaller bag and like takes that.
Yeah. Oh, Ozzy's definitely scooped out a bunch of coins and shoved it into her pockets.
So your
I'm
pockets are
lightening
just
the
sticking
load
out.
for you.
Love it. So I will say that like based on who has everyone taken gold, or is it just Ozzy, Sophie, and Zaire?
I mean, the whole
I'm
thing's
taking
coming
the
back with us.
shield and the cloak. I gotta prioritize that.
Okay, so you have the shield and the cloak, and you are taking those. I will say this, Ari, you are a royal of Octopon. If
Wait,
you
what?
take the prize for this island, you will be creating a political situation that your parents will then have to resolve. because you are essentially pissing off another country because this is their festival.
Awkward.
Give it here.
We can take the treasure of rule, but we shouldn't take all of the rest.
We didn't take all of the rest. We just took what we could carry.
Yeah.
Yes, Sophie?
I'm not royal, so it doesn't matter if I take anything or not.
But you recently got in
it's
trouble
awkward.
with Ari, so you are connected to Ari, which means the fallout will still come back to Ari.
I don't want to hear my dad's mouth again.
And then
about
you know where
always
you
in
work.
trouble.
It'll be really awkward.
Sophie starts stomping and is like, I don't want him to deal with this crap.
No one
again."
actually knows that it's us. If we just leave,
Quietly.
They will know it's us.
I just decked a kid. And Sophie just starts emptying out their pockets of all the gold.
Like,
Just so upset and mad about it. Can't ever have
Well, hold on
anything.
a
I
second.
can't fight. I can't win money.
Niddler pipes up as you're like grumbling and says, have you tried winning it fair and square? I mean, you and Komu are pretty scary.
We just
And-
talked about this, Niddler.
Well, I was going to say Ozzy's also pretty clever, so if we wanted to put fair and square in quotes, that also works too.
I mean, there's
was-
literally no fair and square when one of the contestants is souped up on magic.
I got cut in the face. I feel like that's enough. And Sophie digs back in with grabs like 2 pieces and sticks it in their pocket. That's my
Okay.
compensation.
That's fair.
Yeah, and that cloak you got, doesn't that make you invisible? Can't you just hide?
Ozzy
Hide
once
the
again, the
shield.
voice of reason.
See, I'm the smart one of the group.
Way to
I'm the
go,
brains of this
Ozzy.
operation. You should listen to me.
Sophie gives you a high five. Way to go.
Yeah.
Mm. I just cannot with all of these. Idiots. This is
You
why
like it.
it was just easier with the pirates, and we did the thing, and then we left.
So
Let's do that.
the
We're
plan
growing
is for
on you. And Sophie shimmies.
well, okay. So here's where
I
we're
mean-
at right now. First of all, Zahir was right. No one knows that you are here. The only person who would have an idea of what happened here is Koa, the Dark Disciple. So what that means is, inevitably, Brother Blackheart will be chasing you again if you choose to leave.
He's gonna do it.
That because of Koa's presence here and because of what happened with Komu and the fisherman earlier. Irina is the only other person who knows what happened here, and you let Irina go. She is not going to sell you out to the Prime Minister. What
No,
you
he's gonna just cut a throat.
so if you were to choose to leave now and conceal yourselves or conceal the treasures of rule, because the cape can go around a body or it can go around an object. It's a piece of fabric. Then you might be able to get out of this and claim that maybe someone took the prize, or however you want to handle that diplomatically. The potential for a diplomatic incident is still there because the shield was a prize for this massive festival that is put on in this country. So,
But most of the shield itself was just part of the overall treasure, right?
Right.
It wasn't the main treasure.
it was the thing that the prime minister was going to show off to entice the fighters to do their best. So,
But
while
like
it
the
wasn't
rest of the treasure is
It's
Right.
poor fighters. Money
While it-
enough is
yeah, while it wasn't the
Again.
only thing, if you guys leave the money behind, it is definitely going to be less bad. If you were to leave with the shield and the money,
Yeah.
Oh, I have another voice of reason here.
okay.
What's up, Ozzy?
Well, I will say
Yes.
Ari had her hand up first, so let's hear from Ari and then from Ozzy.
You're muted.
You're muted. Happens.
I would like to invoke the clause of rule, which
Okay.
is any item thereby deemed as a treasure of rule that can be used in conjunction with stopping dark water must be claimed and used upon said thing at all costs. even if stolen. As such, if they do go back for the Treasure of Rule, my father can rule that it is being used to stop Darkwater, and when it's done, I will probably return it.
If the treasure survives.
If the treasure survives. Either way, it is a Darkwater stopping entity, and Noblesse Oblige states that I must do what is best for the people over what is best for me.
So if this, I'll allow it to like make this less bad. If should it be discussed? And Ozzy, voice of reason.
Yeah, so voice of reason here. Whether we take the shield now or someone wins it and we have to steal it from them again, the shield's got to end up in our hands. So why waste time with this whole tournament when we can be looking for more treasures?
I'm kind of with Ozzy on this one.
We definitely need to find the other treasures. And while Brother Blackheart is caught up in attempting to win this one here in the tournament,
we can gain the lead on whatever is left.
It will give us a head start.
Okay. So the choice here, are you guys deciding to leave with the
shield? As captain.
Okay.
Leaving with the shield, say aye. Right now. Aye. The ayes have it. Wrap up the shield and that cloak and let's get out of here.
Okay.
Nidler?
Yes?
Could we have you return this gold to the people?
Yes, I can do that for you.
Drop it
maybe
off.
Just leave it in a public spot and don't be caught next to it.
Let's not leave the gold in a public spot.
Well, when I say public, I mean like near the prime minister so that they can get it.
Just drop it outside of the hall. Just drop it outside of the hall.
Exactly.
Eventually, even those Kreld-eating guards that the prime minister has working for him will be able to
yeah. Just don't be caught near it.
Okay.
That can get traced back to us.
Right. I'm going to do my best not to get caught. This is also Nidler. So I was going to ask Lloyd to roll for Nidler to see if they get caught. This is going to be speed. So Nidler is going to set out to do this task. We're just going to bypass the whole weight thing and whatever. Nidler's going to do his best. But yeah, so if anyone has any skills they would like to apply, like we'll count that as instructions for Nidler. I'll allow that to ease because he is going out in basically an open area to drop this off, which means he can be spotted. Ansair is still circling. So Ansair could see this and tip off Brother Blackheart in addition to Koa. The difference is if Ansair sees Nidler and makes the connection, Brother Blackheart is going to come after you more quickly. So he won't even waste time with the tournament.
What if Nidler had an invisibility cloak?
That would ease it. For sure. So this would have been a 15. The invisibility cloak is going to make him invisible. So that's going to drop it to a 12. Does anyone else have anything they want to instruct or ease with? To ease with.
Can I use improvise to gain an asset?
Yes.
So I'm going to put together like a disguise for Nidler.
Okay. But he's invisible though. We're using the invisibility cloak.
But like, as we know from the invisibility cloak before, he'll still leave tracks as he's dragging the thing behind him. It'll still leave. So like setting up like something to make the tracks not Nidler's.
Got it. Okay. I'll let
disguise
that ease it
his
again.
smell.
Yep. That'll ease it to a 9. Going once, going twice.
Can we make a distraction somehow?
You can also do that. I feel like Ozzy would be great at that, actually.
I mean, I am trained in deception.
That'll drop it to a 6, and that's our 30s. So, Ari, you only have to hit a 6 for Nidler to make this check.
13.
Fabulous.
Cool.
So, Ozzy, how do you create a distraction?
Well, I got this. Hang on, let me get back in the kit. I got this handy dandy toolkit filled with tiny little bomb things. So I'm just gonna
oh my god, it's just so
put
chaos.
it in like a random place, like away from where the drop off point is, and away from people. Like I don't actually want to hurt anyone, so I'm just gonna like do something that makes kind of like a boom sound to. And I do have engineering, so I'll just like rig it to be noisier. and to just draw attention over there.
So a boom goes off as Niddler sneaks in and drops off all the treasure with the invisibility cloak. How are his tracks covered up, Zaire?
Niddler has pretty distinct like claws,
Mm-hmm.
but
Three-pronged
using
claws,
like pieces of the broken door, I actually like lash some like pieces of wood to the bottom of his feet and make
Yes, Birkenstock.
what essentially is like
Sandals.
like a combination sandal dirt ski.
Okay. So
So the
works.
tracks actually end up looking kind of like wagon
Mhm.
tracks Okay.
instead of monkey break tracks.
Yes, fantastic. So the pot of gold for the tournament and all of the basically the pot that the fighters were going to win is returned in its entirety. The prime minister does send his guards out to look for the missing treasure that he had found, but ends up ultimately having to use something else as the grand prize because it is missing. The guards are unable to find it. The fighting tournament begins without issue, and all of you are make your way back to the Aurora as quickly as you can.
Have we taken any of the coinage with us?
That was 5 years pay. I'm definitely taking my coin back that I put in the betting pools. It wasn't a real betting pool.
I will let you take your bets back if you want.
Oh, Ozzy's just taking like 2 handfuls and shoving in her pocket. She doesn't care.
Cool.
I am a dishonorable pirate.
We'll just say that they it's most of it. Not enough has gone missing to cause an incident for Ari.
Changing the weight of the box hasn't changed much. But
Yeah.
if you actually count the coins.
Yeah.
And also, like, all of that money from the betting stuff, like, that wasn't real.
Yeah.
So that's extra on top of what they had anyway. So they should be happy.
Yeah.
They got back more than what they lost.
So yeah, so you guys are good in that respect. We'll call it good. Niddler meets you guys at the ship. And I will say this, what's the marching order here? How are we walking towards the ship? Sophie? You're muted.
Crap. I was saying Sophie's taking point.
So Sophie's taking point.
I'll just be in the middle somewhere.
Ozzy's in the middle. Komu?
Komu's in the rear.
Rear? You're second?
Yeah, I'll be right behind Ari.
Okay,
Just
so you're
in
right
case
behind Ari.
Anyone get some ideas about going back?
Okay. And as you arrive in the docks and you begin to board the Aurora, you all are able to board without issue. Nothing has happened to the Aurora while you've been gone. No dirty tricks have been played. It's clear that Brother Blackheart thinks he's going to fight Komu in this tournament and is preparing for that and is probably currently fighting because Koa is also at this tournament and hasn't had time to no one's had time to put together anything yet. It will come together eventually, but not now. You've bought yourself time. So yeah, I assume you guys are going to make ready to pull out of port and sail away towards the next destination.
I have pilfered I bought an egg on the way back.
One of the Barbus eggs that are gross and disgusting.
I bought a Barbus egg.
Delicious.
If I know anything, it's that Dova is going to be hungry.
Yes.
And if I come back empty-handed, Dova will not be pleased.
Well, I think that you're pleased to find that Dova has been keeping watch over Cassandra. And Cassandra has essentially befriended your cat. And they have gotten very close. And when you guys return, she looks up. She's stayed below deck. She hasn't made herself obvious in any way, shape, or form. But she has helped herself to some of Sophie's clothes because Sophie's the closest in size to Cassandra, size and build, mostly because Sophie probably also has a chest. And the other people, well, Ari too. So she probably took some of Ari's wardrobe as well. So it's like a weird mismatch of garments. shall we say, as opposed to the cape, which it's still there. She's just not wearing it again. She's trying not to be too obvious that she's chilling on the Aurora, even if it has changed colors.
Hands are too long. Roll the cuff them.
You can see that they've been rolled up. Like she's rolled them up as far as they could, like up to her elbows because they're so long. But she is wearing Ari's pants because those were way too long for Cassandra.
I thought she was wearing my pants. I was like, "Ooh, roll up them legs, girl."
No, Ari's
Kinda
pants.
long.
But yeah, she seems more relaxed and a lot better than she was when you initially found her on the Dagron's Maw. And she looks to you, Ari, and says, "Did you find what you needed?"
No, but I found what I wanted. And I'll hold up the shield and the cloak.
Oh, that's wonderful. We're one step closer to gathering the treasures of Rule.
Yeah.
She seems relieved, and she says, "But it seems like there was some trouble."
I take the moment to dramatically look out towards the city, and I go, "Yes, there was some trouble. Trouble I'm not sure I'm ready to deal with yet. Trouble I hope I don't have to deal with yet."
Well, as the crown princess, you might. If you're able to get that, anyway.
Hey.
Hmm?
Thank you for being you.
She smiles and says, "Of course. I should also warn you, your brother is on his way towards the last treasure. Or, well, not the last treasure. Not the last treasure, actually. She says towards the next treasure. I miscounted.
Well, we gotta hurry up.
Yeah. She nods. Kev, I think his name is Kevdan, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes, Prince Kevdan is sailing towards where he thinks it's located. I think he might have found a way to locate the treasures.
Now that's cheating.
She looks at your compass. Right.
I'm like, I completely just acknowledge any of that. Yep, that's definitely cheating. Wouldn't catch me doing that. Nope.
Well, I have to warn you, he's heading for dark water.
Then we gotta get it before he does.
She nods. I hope you're ready.
For what?
Well, she actually coaxes you on deck and puts the compass in your hand and has you hold it up. And as you do, the beam points out, this time to the west. And she says, "That direction is where we're going. To my island. The island of the Espers." It's going to be dangerous because our island is one of the most infested with dark water. You might need the treasures that you have so far. And presumably, I'm going to ask the table here. Have you all taken up various stations around the ship? Are you relaxing? What's going on?
You know, Sophie is at the helm of the ship, steering. Where a captain of a ship would be found, that's where Sophie is.
Okay.
I think Ozzy's helping her as, I am also a sailor, technically, just not as experienced in physical sailing.
So you're getting the ship ready to leave.
Yeah.
I'm not going to relax until we're well away from here. There's still
valid.
There's still the Acer flying around.
Yeah.
I want to make sure we don't get caught.
For sure. Okay. And I think I was trying to count how many episodes we have left because there's things that I can do here, but I don't want to do them too soon. So I think because this is only episode 6 and we have 6 episodes left, she looks at you, Ari, and motions out to Sophie. And then where is Komu?
Komu's on the deck. He's tying knots and doing rigging, but something happens that has never happened before. He realizes he's tied the knot incorrectly. He's distracted. He looks down at his hands. The veins have subsided, but what he went through has shaken him. He reties the knot.
Both Ari and Komu have been scarred by their encounter with the Dark Disciple. Because Ari, you still haven't addressed the emotional issues of what happened with your sister. But I think that Cassandra takes your hand and closes it over the compass and says, "Don't forget, they're your crew, and you should value them. I have an idea." And she leans in close and whispers in your ear. And we're going to do a quick time skip towards you guys. You guys are able to pull out to sea without incident. No one follows you. No one chases you. But while you're at sea, it's not a short trip to the island of the Espers. And we will let you roll recovery rolls here during this journey because it's long enough for that, but that's not the purpose of this scene. So just put a pin in that for now. What happens is Cassandra's plan, Ari, is to basically create a mini fighting ring for Komu and Sophie. And she has jokingly made bets with Zaire and Ozzy as to who will win. And we see a scene of Komu and Sophie facing each other again, as they did once before. Only this time, nothing is going to stop you from fighting.
I love you, Cassandra.
So,
needed that.
yeah. So we can end it here and start with your fight and see the start with your fight in the next episode. But I wanted to give you both that because I know how much that means to you. So So we see Komu on one side, dramatically lit by these torches and this makeshift ring. And we see Sophie on the other, getting ready, also dramatically lit by the torches. And Ari, you have if you would like to start the tournament, however you want to start it, we'll end on that line.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everyone get together for the fight of the century. We have 2 people who have been dying to go against each other for the times I've known them. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a massacre. It's going to be high on the betting range. I personally have about whatever they call money and gold on one of them. You don't know who, but I'm biased. Ladies and gentlemen, begin!
And we cut from that and end this adventure, this episode rather, not the adventure, and end this episode of Pirates of Dark Water. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you. I'd like to thank our wonderful chat mods for their hard work. Thank you, chat mods. And as always, thank you to our amazing Patreons who keep us ad-free and independent. As I said before, I cannot tell this story alone. I am able to do it with the privilege of having these wonderful storytellers at my table, and I would be remiss in not letting you remind people who you are and tell them where to find you. Starting with the wonderful, the always angry Zaire.
Hi, I'm Pooja. I don't use pronouns. You can find me on the internet as Forgotten Saves. If you want to hear me play more TTRPGs, you can find me on Sundays as I play the astonishing martial sorcerer Ezde Para, your friendly neighborhood Thembo, in our Astral Circus game on Happy Jacks RPG. You can also find me on the Happy Jacks back catalog or as part of Queen Court's Games Mekong, a Southeast Asian mech space opera, which was a hell of a lot of fun and a hell of a lot of emotions.
I was muted, sorry. I was like, okay. And moving right along to the wonderful, the much more mature and learning things, Ari.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lloyd. It's great to be here. I love you all. If you ever find me, you got lucky. See you later.
Okay. And we move on from Lloyd to the wonderful Joe/Komu. Where can we
Hi,
find you?
I'm Joe/Komu. You can find me by ordering an Uber, finding out where I live, and camping out, and waiting for me to leave the house. And at that point, I would have you arrested. Or you can go to unspuntales.card.co. That's Unspuntales.
Yay! And moving right along to our wonderful googly-eyed madwoman, Ozzy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Courtney. You can find me on TikTok at Courtney Lee Craft, where I play the hurdy-gurdy. And soon you'll be able to see me at NDA.
Oh, no!
Project coming up.
Oh, boy.
Can't talk about it, but I think people here will be very excited.
I'm always excited. Yes. And moving on from Ozzy to the fabulous, the amazing, the finally got her fight, Sophie.
I'm so ecstatic for this right now. You have no idea. I've been wanting to fight Komu from the jump. This is going to be great. Affectionate. Hi, everyone. I'm Sam Star.
Zero. Like, we immediately clocked in. I'm like, yeah, we want this.
Immediately, we were like,
so
fighter?
I cannot
brawl
wait.
to the death. Got it. Yeah, you can find me all across the interwebs at Lust for Life X, LUSTTFORLIFEEX. That's where you can find me everywhere.
Yay.
Not the hell site that used to be a bird, but you can find me where the butterflies fly. And yeah, just follow me on social. I do so much stuff that it's hard to keep track, let alone not be taking 50 minutes to just recap what I do on the regular basis. Follow me there. You'll get it all there.
Yeah, there is a schedule, actually. Just make sure you print it out. It's fine.
Quite literally.
Yes. And I have been Vixie Bell, your friendly neighborhood GM here at the Happy Jacks table. Thank you for having me and letting me be your GM. This table is always such a blast to work with. You make my job easy. And if you're looking for me, you can always find me over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I run, play, and produce games as well. We just did Under the Autumn Strangely last night as part of the Roll for Wishes charity run. If you're interested in that, we are raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation that grants wishes to children in need. So please, it's not just our channel, but a bunch of other channels and content creators that are participating. Be sure to check that out. This week, we are going to be playing Vaesen, Muse of Galway, with special guest, the Nerd on Wheels, over at the Pocket Dragon. And yeah, so that's what we have coming up this week. Next week, we'll have Candela Obscura, so be sure to tune into that. And if you're interested in more of what the Pocket Dragon Pub is doing, you can always find us over at the Pocket Dragon Pub on all socials. And if you're looking for me specifically, my schedule and all the stuff that I'm in, because there's a bunch of stuff, you can find me over at Vixie Bell or at Vixie Bell Cosplay if you're looking for the butterfly. But anyway, so yeah, that's me. And I have a whole closing speech that I have to go click into so that I remember what to say. Yes. Join us Saturdays at 12 p.m. EST, 9 a.m. PST for our next session. If you want to catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Pirates of Dark Water. And if you want to find all of the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org. And I would be remiss if I didn't invite you to join us next week for more high adventure with
Not next week.
Sorry, not next week. Next week's a skip.
I was literally just putting it in the chat. I was like, wait a second, are we off next week?
Dang it. I forgot. Two of us are out of town next week. I'm going to try it again. That was a great dress rehearsal. Thank you for being here. Join us in 2 weeks for the next for more high adventure with the new Pirates of Dark Water. Nailed it.
Bravo.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.